Hey, Stone Crabs fans, I'm broadcaster John Vittas. Wanted to get you in touch with another Stone Crabs player and let you know how they're doing during the quarantine here in the month of April. We're joined with Stone Crabs outfielder and Rays prospect Garrett Whitley. Garrett, thanks for the time.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Now, for you, it's been a little bit different the last couple months. You had an injury in spring training at a major league game. You were in the dugout, I believe, in Sarasota, and were hit with a foul ball. Tell people how you're doing. I know it was a scary couple of weeks for you.
Yeah, it was weird for a little bit right there. I'm doing great now. I didn't need surgery or anything. I had a few breaks, and like you can't really see it in this light or nothing, but I got like a little bit of a mark right here. But honestly, like my parents, my friends keep telling me that if they didn't know, they wouldn't even notice anymore. So I just got like really lucky that none of those breaks in there were displaced, so I didn't need any surgery, and um, feeling pretty normal. Still got like a couple like numb spots and that kind of thing. I had a little bit of nerve damage from it all, but I mean, I'll be back playing on the field right now if you're out there.
You look great. Don't worry about it. We're glad to see you doing well. Definitely dodged a bullet there with that. We're good, happy to see you doing well. Now, for you, the month of March was a little bit different because of that injury. But for everybody else, it was one of the oddest months they've ever been a part of because you started spring training. The minor leaguers reported, I think, a week or two before everyone was eventually sent home. What was the whole month like for you and your fellow prospects, kind of starting spring training just a little bit and then having to make the decision on whether to stay in Port Charlotte, whether to go back home or find a different place to go to? Because I know that's what you decided to do.
Yeah, it was real stressful there for a couple of weeks, honestly, because I had my spring training house rented through the end of the month. We weren't sure if we were going to get paid or just like if we were going to get helped out with any of those things. My roommates left right away as soon as they told us to go back, but I didn't want to go back to New York because it's bad up there. So I stayed in Port Charlotte for a couple weeks, and once my spring training house lease was up, I went across the state for a minute to stay at a friend's house. He was real nice and let me stay at his place for a couple of days. And then once Florida hit the stay at home, I just decided to come up north, and I'm staying with a friend in Virginia right now. So it's been a decent situation for me up here. Like I'm able to work out, and it's at least like 70s and stuff, so I can get outside and run. But yeah, that was probably one of the weirdest months of my life, man. It was just so stressful every day, and so much uncertainty. I was just always on the phone with my parents trying to figure out what I was going to do, and not knowing if it was going to be 2 weeks or 2 months or the whole year until we were back. And I mean, I guess we're still kind of there, but yeah, it was stressful.
So you're in Virginia now working out with some other players. You said you've actually gotten a chance to take some live at-bats. What's that been like, and what's the challenge been like for some of the other guys you've been around and heard from?
Yeah, I got really lucky. The situation here wound up great. I put in touch with a couple other pro guys, some pitchers who were around here who wanted to stay hot and ready in for the batters. So I've had a chance to stand in for some live at-bats and kind of, I mean, it's good work. Obviously, I was worried for a little bit that I was just going to be like hitting into a net. But to have a chance to actually get out on the field and hit off some actual pitchers has been great. I know a lot of guys don't have a situation like that, like guys who are up north and it's cold up there, or guys who don't have anybody around them, so you're like thrown into fences or just like chopping wood or doing something, trying to stay ready. But yeah, I've been lucky with that.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, you were part of probably the best team the Stone Crabs have ever had last year. I mean, we had a blast on that 2019 team with Jeff Smith leading it, and obviously one of the best pitching rotations the Stone Crabs have ever seen. But just so many wins, best winning percentage in a half in the second half. What are some of your fondest memories now that you've had a chance to kind of step away and look back?
Yeah, man. I mean, we had a great group of guys the whole time, and obviously there's turnover, but like it was like everybody who came through was just like meshed perfectly into the team. So just like that team atmosphere, and I don't know, it was just fun to be around those guys all the time. And obviously winning's great too, man. Like it makes everything better. So yeah, man, I always think about 2019 as a great year, and we're still the champions in my heart.
Yeah, didn't get a chance to bring home the ring because of Hurricane Dorian, but still a lot of wins, the best record the Stone Crabs have ever seen last season. Now, as we turn the page to 2020, you guys got a small glimpse, at least a couple of weeks in spring training to kind of get back together, but we're hoping there'll be a second round of spring training pretty soon and hopefully some sort of season in the weeks and months to come. When you finally get back on the field, when you finally see all your teammates again, what do you think it'll be like kind of getting things going again? And then when you finally get to play in actual games again, what will some of the feelings be like this time around?
I was gonna be so happy, man. I think about it every day. I miss all my friends. I miss all my teammates, and I miss being out on the field. I just love playing ball. So, like itchy, like antsy in the house, like just waiting until I can get back out there. So, yeah, man, I think about it every day. I can't wait to get out there. It's gonna be great.
Garrett Whitley, we can't wait to see you in spring training 2.0. Hang tight. Glad you're getting some at bats, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Peters.